Hello, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful Friday night. York Dukes taking on the Hinsdale Central Red Devils. Red Devils were forced to punt after a quick 3-and-out, and it's been all Dukes since then. Dukes are driving. Score is still 0-0, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Dukes.
Sean Winton in the pocket. He's going to fake this one off to Melander. Quick screen pass to Maylander, and Maylander's got the sideline. Gets tripped up right at the 13-yard line. Had one man to beat, and he had the end zone, but there was a great play there from the Hinsdale Central cornerback.
Winton, Hinton, hands it off, and here goes Melian up the right sideline. He gets about 3 yards on the carry. Oh, this is so annoying. Look at the camera shot.
First down and goal here for the Dukes on their opening possession with 7:34 left to go in the first quarter. Winton is in the shotgun with Melian to his left. He's going to fake this one. Winton's going to keep it. He's going to push his way near the end zone, brought down just shy at the 1-yard line.
Fantastic play call by Coach Fitz there, as that was a little read option. Read option is when you can either keep the ball as a quarterback or hand it off to the right side, and great job by Winton to make a great read, almost score. See what the Dukes can do here.
Second down now. Winton's going to hand this one off to Melian. He's hit at the goal line, but he gets in anyways for a York Dukes touchdown. Dukes take an early lead 6-0 after the punt from Hinsdale Central. And now Damian Glads will come out for his first PAT of the night to try and make this score 7-0.
Yeah, great opening drive by the Dukes. That was a fantastic way to start this game. We didn't really get a chance to talk about that screen pass from Maylander that was a huge factor in this drive. It was a great job by the right side blockers. Opened up a perfect hole. Maylander was easily able to get through those blockers. Just great drive by the Dukes.
Glads kicks this one straight through the uprights. 7-0 our score here after the Jake Melian rushing touchdown. Don't go anywhere. We're going to wait for this kickoff to happen. You've been watching York Dukes Varsity Football on York Sports Network.
Here goes Glads to kick this one away. And we'll see what the Red Devils can do on this drive. Last drive they went 3-and-out. A big holding penalty stopped them from moving the ball down the field. Contreras, however, did make a perfect 10-yard throw to open the drive, but a penalty would hold them back there. Riley Contreras had a huge week last week, 74-yard passing touchdown along with a nice rushing touchdown. One guy to look out for on this Central team is the receiver, Kellen McHenry. One of their weapons. Contreras in the back. Takes a snap. It's a handoff off the middle, and it's a fake. It's a read option. Riley Contreras takes it up for about a gain of 2. it is actually Hinsdale Central's homecoming game, so there is a lot of hype coming into this game. A lot of fans here tonight. Student section, of course, will show out if it's your homecoming game. Six minutes left in this first half, or first quarter. Contreras takes the snap, and it's a little handoff. No, it's another keep. Contreras looking to his right. He fires. He's got a man up the sideline. Great grab there, and that's going to bring up a huge play and another first down for this Red Devils offense. Great job on the right side of the O-line to hold Contreras and give him time to make a huge play. Perfect throw, and that will move the chains for the Red Devils. Contreras, another hand up off the middle, the right side. He gets about 2 or 3 yards. Great job of the Dukes defense to collapse on the run immediately. Central is actually, it's hard to tell how good they really are. They've had a very tough schedule this year. They've played Naperville Central, Bolingbrook, and LT, lost all 3 of those, but they're coming off a win last week against Morton. Contreras looks to his left. He's got a man up the sideline, but he's brought down immediately. Wow, great job by the defense there. That was Eddie Sika, the junior corner. He saw that immediately as Contreras checks it down to his left side, but guess who was there? Eddie Sika, and that brings up a huge 3rd and 8 for this Red Devils offense.
Borchers, put down the thing and come over here. Tell him to put it down and come over here.
If you're Hinsdale Central here, you really need this first down. If you want to be in a game with this Dukes team, their offense has been very strong this year. Contreras takes a snap, looks to his left, back to his right. A lot of pressure coming from the Dukes defense. Scrambling out to his left side. And he's going to be taken down. Oh, and there's going to be some late flags on the play. Great job by the Dukes defense to collapse. No other than Joey Massieri. A great job by him. Not sure what the flag was there, but that is going to move the chains and give the Red Devils a fresh set of downs. 4 minutes left. Oh, it's actually going to be a 4th and 1. Not enough to give them the first down. Contreras takes the snap. It's a little QB push, and he's got the first down. That'll move the chains, and that's a big play for this Central offense as they were desperate for a first down there. They really needed that. This Dukes team can answer with points and almost immediately every time they get the ball. This could be a shootout if you want to stay in this game. Contreras hands it off to his running back. He gets about 3 or 4. And another late flag on the play. Let's see what this is going to be. Unsportsmanlike conduct. on the Dukes. Oh, it's sideline warning. It's a warning, so it won't hurt them right now, but if they do get a second one, it will hurt them. Hand off up the middle, and here goes the running back again. Gets about 3 or 4.
Do you not have? Do we not even have? Right, my bad. We don't even have the running back's name. Crud. Where's my phone? Oh, Borchers has it. Pull up. Here. You just keep talking. No, you keep talking. You keep talking. Just give me your phone. I'll do it.
Another huge third down for this Red Devils offense. Contreras takes the snap, and it's another handoff, but they got him swallowed up immediately. We'll see if he has enough to move the chains. No, he will not. That's going to bring up a 4th and inches. Jack Troutman with his 3rd tackle of the game. The field goal unit will not be coming on. Red Devils offense will stay out there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another little QB push as we saw earlier on a 4th and short. Dukes fans now making some noise. Hands it off, and he's got the first down and plenty more. He's still on his feet, and he's going to get about 6 or 7 on that gain. Huge first down for this Central offense. And we have an injured Red Devil on the field, and we're going to take a short break. Injury timeout. You're watching York Sports Network. Central's got a fresh set of downs. Dukes lead 7-0. Clock ticking down to 1:30. Contreras looks to his right. He's getting out to the right side. Dumps it off to his tight end, and he's going to get a few. And that is going to be the other Contreras on the catch. Nice little play by the offensive coordinator, Central, just to roll out and dump it off just to get a few yards. That Duke's pressure was really collapsing on Contreras. Red Devils have run a lot of clock off this first quarter as they are dominating the time in possession as the Dukes have only had the ball once and have scored on that drive. Marissi in the backfield. Contreras has left. And it's going to be to Marissi, but he is taken down immediately. Great job by the Dukes defense to collapse immediately once again. No gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Another huge 3rd down if you're this Red Devils team. Clock ticking down to about 25 seconds. Contreras looks to his left, back to his right. And he takes the snap. Pressure's brought immediately by Masieri. And he's going to throw it away, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 6. Great job by Joey Masieri to get to the quarterback and force Contreras just to throw it out of bounds. Huge play for the Dukes. And the field goal unit will come on for Central. 4th and 6. Field goal is up, and it's through. Abdullahi strikes again for this Central team. He had a nice game last week against LT. And those are Central's first points of the game. We're going to take a short break. You're watching York Sports Network.
Abdullahi kicks this ball off, and it's going to be bouncing right in front of Birnbaum, but he's going to let that go back into the end zone. So after that Hinsdale Central field goal, which brings the score to 7-3, there's just 7 seconds left to go in this first quarter. So most likely a one play here, and then we will be in the second as Sean Winton trots back out there with the offense, trying to go for another touchdown drive.
Yeah, Sean Winton had a huge week last week, 9 for 10, 177 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he only played a few snaps after halftime, so for those being your first half stats, that's unbelievable.
And Winton takes a snap. He's going to fake this one. He's going to throw it deep on the run to Maylander. That one broken up, though, as his intended target was Luke Maylander right around the 50-yard line. That play was made, though, by Andrew Lynn. Made a great play on the ball right there, knocking it out of Maylander's hands, now bringing up a 2nd down and 10.
Great job by Maylander to create some space, but also great defense by Andrew Lyon to knock that ball out of his hands. Good offense, just better defense there.
After that first down play, we just have 1 second left to go in the first quarter. Winton will take this one. He'll get this out to Maylander quickly on a screen pass. He's going to work his way up to the 31-yard line, and he will pick up the first down. But that is the end of this first quarter. The Dukes lead the Red Devils 7-3. And when we come back for the second quarter action, the Dukes will have the ball with a fresh set of downs. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Football on York Sports Network. Back now for the start of the second quarter. The Dukes, after the Luke Maylander screen pass, that got the first down. Bad snap there. There will be a flag thrown, though, so play will be blown dead. This will go on Hinsdale Central. Looks to be an encroachment. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, making this a much easier first down and 5 now.
Jake Melian actually got his 5th game with a rushing touchdown, so 5 consecutive games with a rushing touchdown. He is a deadly back to have if you're this Dukes offense. One very reliable running backs, if not one of the best in the conference.
Danko's going to be in motion, and they're going to get it to him on the wide receiver handoff. He's got plenty of space up the sideline, pushed out of bounds right at the 48, able to pick up the first down, and he's going to move the chains once again.
Yeah, Chris Danko reminds me a lot of the 49ers receiver, Deebo Samuel, with tremendous speed. They can also use him out of the backfield. Great job there by the Dukes to find a hole in Central's defense and take advantage of it.
On the new set of downs, Winton's in the shotgun with Melian to his left. They're going to send Chernich in motion this time. This is going to be a handoff to Melian. Melian's going to work his way up the right side. Great play call there from Coach Fitz as the tight end screen works to perfection.
One thing about a tight end screen, those do not work unless you have great blockers on the left side. Great job by the left side blockers to open up a perfect hole for Helm to run through, and that'll move the chains to the Dukes.
The Dukes have Winton set out wide with Bruno. Left sideline, he beats one man. He's trying to break inside. Great block from Maylander as he's pushed out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Huge run there from. Second down and goal from the 5. Danko will be in motion. Winton rolling out to his right. Looking for something, nothing's there. He's going to look to take it and run, but he's actually going to lose a yard as he gets tackled out of bounds right there. He'll be tackled out at the 6-yard line, tackled by number 40. That being Dom Forden. Now coming up a crucial third down here as the Dukes try to extend this lead to a 2-possession game. Got to pick up the touchdown here to do so. Otherwise, they look to push it back to 7 with a leg of Damian Glods. Winton's going to take this one, throw it over to his receiver. He has a catch right there, and they're going to call it a York Dukes touchdown. Caught there by number 3, Chris Danko. It will be completed pass, but they're going to say he wasn't in the end zone when he caught it. They're going to be marked short, maybe at the half-inch yard line.
Yeah, crucial 4th down for this Dukes team. Field goal unit will not come on, so the Dukes really need to score here. Would give them a nice lead to start the first half.
Winton now on 4th and inches. He's going to get up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a QB sneak. He's pushing, getting help from Melian. He's right at the goal line, and they're going to give him a touchdown. But there also is a flag thrown by the head official here. So we're going to have to wait and see what the penalty is here. He did mark it towards the Duke's side. Just have to wait and see what the call was, which call was actually made. The Hinsdale Central commentator over here is telling us that what he just did was illegal in high school but legal in the pros, going straight from the shotgun to the straight up on the center. So with that penalty, that's going to push him back 5 now, and Coach Fitz elects to have Damian Glods come out and kick the field goal.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miscommunication there on the Dukes offense. Did not understand that rule that you cannot do that at the IHSA level. So Fitz will bring out the field goal unit, and looks like the Dukes will have another field goal attempt.
Officials still talking over that last play, as this should be about an 11-yard or a 21-yard field goal attempt here for Glads. Glads now with a 22-yard attempt. That one looks good and is good as that goes straight up the uprights, reclaiming that 7-point lead the Dukes had before Hinsdale Central scored. So now the score is 10-3 here with 9:18 left to go in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Football on York Sports Network. After Glads kicks the field goal, he's going to come out here and kick a short sky kick. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line. Fair catch called. So now the Hinsdale Central offense will be coming out for another possession, trying to tie this ball game up at 10 right here on this possession before the halftime.
Yeah, last time this Central offense came out, they actually drove on the Dukes pretty well, but Dukes made a stand at the goal line and forced them to take a field goal. We'll see what Central's offense has here. I'm definitely looking out for the Contreras to Contreras duo. Still continue on.
Contreras is going to take this one. He's going to hand this off, or he's going to fake the handoff here as Contreras is making some great moves, but he will be taken down right there by the York Dukes defender. Riley Contreras right there, able to get about a gain of 7 on the play.
Yeah, great job by Central's offense. Great play call as Contreras, a nice little read option. He can run the ball quite well. Dukes focused more on getting the running back there, which opened up a big gap for Contreras to go.
Contreras once again. This time he will hand it off, but the York Dukes stuff him at the line of scrimmage for a gain of nothing. Leading the way right there for the Dukes was Joe Reef and Joey Masieri.
Yeah, great job again by the Dukes defense. Collapsing on the run immediately as Central has struggled to hand the ball off to their back in this game. Dukes had a little more trouble against Contreras running the ball, but have done a great job on Marissi, the running back.
So now on 3rd down and short, Contreras sends his wide receiver in motion. He's going to look to pass this one. He's going deep here for his man. Broken up, though, by number 25, Eddie Sika, making a great play on that ball. No chance for completion there. So now fourth down and 2 presents itself to this Hinsdale Central team, and their coach elects to bring out the punting unit. So after a quick 3 and out, the York Dukes and their offense will have another opportunity here with 7:55 left to go in the second quarter. Chris Danko currently back sitting around the 35-yard line to return this punt. Punt barely got off right there as Troutman was right there on the play. That ball almost hitting Joey Massieri. Gets a great roll. This one's going to roll all the way back to the 30-yard line, and that's where Sean Winton and the Dukes offense will have to set up shop here for their next possession.
Going back to that play, great job by Eddie Sika, as he has already made one huge play on the last 3rd and long. This time, great job by the central receiver to make a great hole, or make a great space in between his defender, but just better defense by Eddie Sika. That's his second huge play of this game. As the junior corner is having himself a night so far.
Melian breaks away from the line of scrimmage. He has one man to beat. Melian going down the sideline. 20-15, 10-5. Melian takes it 70 yards on that rushing attempt. That's going to increase this Dukes lead to 17-3 now. One play touchdown drive for the Dukes. And just like that, this game's momentum has completely shifted into the Dukes' favor.
Great job on the left side of the O-line. In specific, Jack Troutman was on the left side, creates a perfect hole for Melian. Melian takes advantage of that hole, breaks a few tackles, and that is an easy touchdown. Puts Melian at 134 yards in the game, and his second touchdown. Nice 13-point cushion for the Dukes right now.
Once again, Glotz coming out for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and good kick as Glotz kicks it through the uprights once again. He is automatic this year, not missing a single field goal or extra point up to this point. And after that scoring play from Jake Melian, we are going to step aside here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Football on York Sports Network. Glotz, another sky kick away as it's another fair catch attempt. That one caught at the 25-yard line for Hinsdale Central as Riley Contreras comes back out here after 3 and out, and the York Dukes rushing touchdown from Jake Melian. He's really got to put something together here before halftime if he wants to keep this from getting out of hand.
Hinsdale Central needs points in this game because they did start out with the ball, so if they turn it over here and the Dukes happen to score, it will be very hard for them to get back into this game.
Contreras changing his receivers' positions. Now we're going to send his man in motion. Contreras going to step back to pass. He's going to get it out to his running back as he's wrapped up by a couple of Dukes, led by Joey Massieri. That catch there made by Joseph Morrissey, the 5'10 running back. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Nice little dump off by Contreras. He had nothing really to do. Might as well just get some yards out of that play. Kicks it out to his left side, gets yards.
Contreras, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to take it himself. He's got plenty of space over on the left side, but great open field tackle there from Aiden Link as he was getting help from his defensive back, Donato Belize.
Yeah, tremendous block by the little running back there. He contains Troutman very well. Troutman's a big dude, and the little running back was easy to stop him, or did a great job of stopping him there and opening up a little gap on the left side.
Referee's discussing something on the field. Not quite sure what they're doing. The chains have not moved yet, although the ball is placed up at the 42-yard line. You're still just as confused as you are at home. You've just been sitting here patiently waiting for the referees to make up their mind. They're going to give them a first down, but they're going to move the ball from the original spot they gave them from the 42 back to the 35, but it will be a new set of downs for Contreras and the offense. Pass here from Contreras. He's going to get this one out quick to his receiver. Brought down by a swarm of Dukes, right? Caught right there by Kellen McKinnery. Definitely Hinsdale Central's best wide receiver.
Yeah, the Dukes really collapsed on Morrissey, the running back. It looked like Contreras is going to dump it off to the right side with a little pitch or a throw, but they ended up giving it to one of his better receivers, McKinnery. Great offense there, and that will bring up a 2nd and 3.
Here's the snap to Contreras. This one's going to be handed off, but stuffed at the line of scrimmage is number 4, Joseph Morrissey. He has just had no breathing room once he's gotten the ball. This York Dukes front 7 has done a great job at preventing any big runs from breaking off here tonight.
Yeah, another great job by the right side of that O-line, or defensive line, to collapse on Morrissey right away. They have stopped him quite a bit, but have had a little more trouble against that run game out of Contreras, the quarterback.
So now with a 3rd down and 4, the Red Devils come out with 4 wide receivers and Morrissey in the backfield with Contreras. Big conversion needed here, as it's going to be a fake. Contreras keeps it. He's working his way towards the first down marker. Looked like he was tackled right at the first down marker, but they are going to give it to him, and that's going to be a fresh set of downs. So the Hinsdale Central Red Devils are moving the ball now with 2 consecutive first downs picked up on 3rd. The Dukes are doing a good job getting it to 3rd down, but they're struggling a little bit to get off the field right now.
Yeah, Hinsdale Central slowly but surely moving the ball along the field. Dukes really could use a stop here to see if they could score one more time before the half and give themselves even more of a cushion than they already have.
Contreras with the snap. He's going to roll out to his left. Look to pass. Throws it on the runner's receiver. He's able to connect with his guy, number 11, Carter Contreras, for another first down for the Red Devils as he was pushed out of bounds by the safety, Aiden Link.
Yeah, the Contreras to Contreras duo has been deadly tonight against this York defense as they have connected many times in this first half.
And with them down 17-3, that's definitely something that you have to keep in the back of your mind, as you got to make sure you're covering him, as he's definitely been Riley Contreras' favorite target so far tonight. Contreras is going to hand this one off to his running back as Morrissey works his way up to the 38-yard line. So he's going to gain 2, bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Jack Troutman makes another tackle tonight. I believe that is his 4th or 5th. He has had himself a night so far in this first half.
Clock continuing to roll here. And the timeout is now called by Hinsdale Central, that being with 3:45 left to go in this first half. And as this timeout occurs, the Dukes currently lead 17-3. We are going to step away here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Football here on York Sports Network. Now back from the timeout, Riley Contreras in the offense comes back out. Trying to get some last second points here with 3:45 left to go in the first half. Contreras is going to pitch this one out to Morrissey, but Morrissey's hit instantly in the backfield by Cole Ossendorf and Nick Delanis.
Yeah, great job by Cole Ossendorf. He had himself a game last week. 6 tackles, 2 sacks, and those were his first half stats. So if he would have played another half, I'm assuming his stat line would have been a lot larger. Great job by him and Delanis to collapse on that run immediately.
Another third down here for the Devils. This one being a lot longer than the first 2 attempts with a 3rd down and 11. This is where the Dukes really have to make a stop here and get this offense off the field. Contreras going to snap the ball, get pressure from Reef as he gets hit, but he gets this one away. That being well underthrown for his receiver, Carter Contreras. Great defense there from the secondary, but just great pressure overall from Joe Reef.
Aiden Link makes a great play on defense, covering receiver, but also the pressure from the Dukes, hitting the quarterback and forcing him to not have enough power to make that throw, but great coverage from the junior safety, Aiden Link.
Now the punting unit comes out for Hinsdale Central once again as Abdullah is out to punt it away to Danko. This one is high. Danko calling for a fair catch. He catches it up at the 20-yard line. So with 2:49 left to go in this second quarter, Winston and the offense have some ground to gain here if they want to get some more points before halftime. They do have a great kicker in Damian Glodz, though, so they don't have to go as far as some high school teams do have to. So we'll have to see if Fitz is really pushing that touchdown here or if he just wants to get any kind of points before the half.
It'd be great for the Dukes to extend their lead, and they get the ball at after half. Just remember that. So if they can get some sort of points here, that would be great for their chances to win this game.
Wins it from his own 20. Gonna get this one out quick to Maylander on another screen. This time not going anywhere. Brought down by number 33, Michael Lynn. There was a flag thrown, though, on this play after the gain of 1. There's going to be a holding on the offense, so after the gain of practically nothing, they're going to get pushed back here 10 yards. So now a much further first down and 20. We have seen the Dukes have some monster plays on these longer first down situations. It really just hasn't seemed to phase them much this year.
Last time the Dukes were in this position, last week, Maylander broke the record for the longest touchdown in York history. So I wouldn't be surprised if they look for Maylander on this play here.
It does look like Maylander's on one-on-one coverage with the safety on the opposite side of the field. So Winton looking for a guy. He's got Danko deep. Great throw by Winton, and Danko catches it. Danko's got nothing but green grass in front of him, and he's going to take this one in for a touchdown. 89 yards from Winton, getting pressured in the pocket, throwing off his back foot, but just enough power to get it over the safety. And Chris Danko making a huge splash before halftime. Basically the same thing like you just said last week, Christian, with Luke Maylander, but this time Chris Danko.
Yeah, great job by Sean Winton to fake it to his first target, which was Maylander, then found Danko. Perfect throw right in the breadbasket. Easy touchdown for Danko, and it'll extend this lead to 21 when Glotz hits this extra point.
Glotz, the PAT does go through, so no announcer jinxed as Christian takes a deep breath of exhale right there. It does go through, so 24-3 our score, 2:12 left to go after the one play Chris Danko touchdown reception. Don't go anywhere for the rest of this first half action. You are watching York Dukes Varsity Football on York Sports Network. The kickoff from Glotz now being returned by Hinsdale Central. That's a really good return there as he's able to bring it up around the 32-yard line, as that one was returned by, looked to be number 81, sorry, number 80, Thomas Riordan on that return. So with 2:06 left to go, Hinsdale Central in pretty decent starting position at the 32-yard line. Here's a snap from Contreras. He hands this one off to Morrissey, but nothing going there. Able to maybe pick up a yard on the play.
Great job by the Dukes defense to once again collapse on that run. They have been stopping that all game. Just another example of it there.
Snap here from Contreras. He's getting rushed in the pocket. There is a flag thrown. This ball going sailing out of bounds as the intended target right there is number 5, Austin Seegers. Or sorry, number 6, Jack Lesowicz. It should be a holding penalty, though, as they were holding back Joe Reef from getting in there for another sack. And that's what it is going to be. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 17 now. And once again, the refs are going to have to discuss what just happened.
Well, one surprising thing about this Dukes defense, Aiden Link has been out there quite a bit. Me and TJ are both in the same class with him, so it's cool to be able to see him play quite a few snaps tonight.
Now it looks like we're just about ready to restart the action. There's the signal for the clock. 1:29 and ticking now as Contreras is out here on this 2nd down and 20. It's just going to be a screen pass to Morrissey as Morrissey rushes up to the 31-yard line, picking up what they just lost for a gain of 10. So now it'll be a 1st down and 10.
Since Hinsdale Central would really like to put some more points on the board before going into halftime, as they're down by 3 scores right now, and they would really like to get one step closer to having a shot into getting back into this game.
And with this stoppage of play, we're going to step aside here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes varsity football here on York Sports Network. Third down and 11 now for the Red Devils. As Riley Contreras is looking to pick up this huge conversion, trying to make a small dent into this York Dukes 21-point lead. Cunningham's going to take the snap. He's looking to pass. Pressured by Joe Reef. He's able to break away from that one. He's going to take off scrambling now in pursuit of Ostendorf, but he can't get him either. And that's going to be a 1st down run from Riley Contreras, as there are 2 Red Devils down in the backfield. So we're going to step aside here with this injury timeout. 24-3 our score. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes varsity football here on York Sports Network. After the injury timeout and the 1st down pickup from Riley Contreras. 1st down from the 40 as that's caught by the Hinsdale Central receiver. McKinnery is able to pick up about 6 on the yard. Aiden Lincoln once again on the tackle. He's done a great job playing safety here tonight. He's been all over the field. Clock is now under 50 seconds for Contreras. He's going to hand this one off to Morrissey. Morrissey picks up the 1st down, brought down at the 45-yard line. So the clock will stop momentarily.
Central's going with the no huddle as they'd really like to put some points on the board here.
Contreras now looking to pass. He's going to be pressured in the backfield, though, as he's brought down by Joe Reef once again in the backfield. Joe Reef has been all over Contreras tonight, that being his 3rd sack and 5th QB pressure already just in the first half.
Joe Reef really showing why he's got all these offers in his junior year from all these huge schools. Very hot name in the recruiting process in Illinois. Makes another humongous play for this Dukes team, and that will lead to halftime.
And with that going into halftime, the Dukes lead 24-3. Great first half from Winton and the offense. Christian, what do you think that Hinsdale Central has to do a better job of in the second half to try and cut into this lead and just stop this powerhouse offense of York? Because we've really seen a lot of teams try and coming out and do that in the second half. They do it maybe the first or second try, but then it kind of fades away.
Well, yeah, if I'm Hinsdale Central, you know, you got to give Contreras time to make plays and throw the ball in the pocket. I mean, Contreras has basically got pressured almost every play, has had no time to get rid of the ball, and that's been a big issue because he's had to use his legs a lot more than I'm sure this Central offense of coordinator really has wanted him to. Similar to the Justin Fields situation last year with the Bears, as Fields was not able to get rid of the ball much. He was forced to run just because of that O-line was not able to hold him. Similar here, and this Central defense needs to contain the receivers as the Dukes have passed for way over 100 yards and also ran for way over 100 yards. Melian has 2 touchdowns and 150 yards. So the Dukes have been tremendous while Central's had a hard time. And I just say the Dukes have done a great job coming into this hostile environment. You know, this is a rivalry game for York. It's also Central's homecoming, so you know that hype is going to be real, and the Dukes have handled that perfectly tonight.
Great analysis there, Christian. And with that, we're going to step away here for halftime. There's going to be 19:05 until we come back for the start of the second half. Dukes will receive the second half kickoff. So don't go anywhere here to watch this conclusion of this York Dukes Hinsdale Central second half. You've been watching York Dukes varsity football here on York Sports Network. Start of the second half action here in Hinsdale as the kickoff goes underway to Chris Danko, who receives it at the 5. He's working his way up the left hash marks here as he's brought down at the 24-yard line. So Sean Winton and the offense will come on out here for the first possession of the second half as the Dukes do currently lead 24-3.
Hinsdale Central could desperately use a offensive stop here, maybe a 3-and-out from the Dukes defense. That would give them a chance to get right back into it and create some momentum, as they have run out of that in the first half, only putting up 3 points on the board against the Dukes defense.
But that's also something we've seen a lot this season. There's been a lot of struggle from opposing offenses putting up points against the York Dukes defense, especially in the first half when they have all their starters out there on the field. Winto's going to put Danko in motion. He's going to throw this one up to Kikos. He's got Kikos wide open, but it goes off of his hands right there. He only had one man to beat, that being number 11, Carter Contreras. If Kikos was able to hold on to that ball, that most likely would have been a touchdown catch, but instead he drops it, and that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now.
Well, that was Kikos' first target of the game. So Central wasn't very focused on covering him. His main targets have been Danko and Mainlander. So they were focused on covering him, which led to a wide open hole for him to run. Just couldn't haul it in. That most likely would have been a touchdown if he hauled that one in.
Winton on 2nd down. He's going to hand this one off to Melian. Melian working his way up the sideline, but he is taken out of bounds after a gain of about 3. So now bringing up a third down and 7.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about the Dukes not getting in Jimmy Connors on the offensive side of the ball tonight is Melian has taken every single carry out of the backfield for this Dukes offense.
On 3rd down, Winton takes the snap. Looking to get this one out quick. He's going to throw this one to Maylander, but way over his head as it goes out of bounds. So that's going to bring out the York Dukes punting unit and the leg of Brennan Kennedy to kick this ball over to Hinsdale.
Yeah, that's the Dukes' first 3-and-out of the game, and Brennan Kennedy will get his first attempt at a punt tonight. He has been very impressive for the Dukes this year. Really done an amazing job at that position and playing his role.
Kennedy to kick this one off. Andrew Line, the returner. Great punt there from Kennedy. This one going to be caught at the 30. Line going up the left sideline now. He's got some blockers, and he is up to the 45-yard line before being tackled out of bounds by Noah Moskal. But there is a flag thrown back at the 38-yard line, so most likely a holding penalty. So that punt return will come back and put this Hinsdale Central team in a have a much more difficult time to move the football down the field.
Another fantastic punt for Brennan Kennedy. He has not had many attempts this year because Duke's offense has just been that good all year, but just another fantastic job by him. Last year he had quite the leg on him as he also kicked the ball for the Dukes. He was both a kicker and the punter for the sophomore team. As I had an opportunity to announce the sophomore games last year, he did a fantastic job at both of those roles as well.
So after that huge penalty, that's going to push them back from where they would have been at the 45 all the way back to their own 21-yard line. And Riley Contreras here on the first snap for their offense. And that's going to be handed off to Marissi, but he ain't going nowhere as Jack Troutman makes a great play on the ball. Meets Marissi as soon as he comes in contact with it. He had no chance on that play.
Yeah, Jack Troutman with his 7th tackle of the night, his 3rd tackle for a loss. Great job by him to collapse on the offense there. Just read that play perfectly. And that will make this a much harder 2nd down for Central.
Contreras on 2nd and long. He's getting rushed by Ostendorf. He's able to evade him, though. Joe Reef tracking him down, and he gets him by the foot. The ball was fumbled, but not before Contreras was ruled down, but great sack there from Joe Reef.
Joe Reef makes another huge play in this game. He has been amazing for this Dukes defense. That's his 4th sack of the game. He has just been a monster tonight. And we can see why he has so many offers from all these big schools around the world. Very hot name in the Illinois recruiting process, as I mentioned earlier.
Now on 3rd down and 15, Contreras is going to change directions here. Looking for someone open. He's going to throw this one deep, and that's tipped and intercepted by Charlie Georgish. Great play right there from him, able to get back into position. The throw was barely underthrown by Contreras, leaving just enough room for Georgish to come in there and make a great interception.
Yeah, Hinsdale Central's offensive line, terrible job of holding the defense as Duke's pressure got to him immediately. Just great job by Georgish reading where the ball was going to go. Picked it off, and the Dukes will get the ball back with amazing field position.
And after you come out with a 3 and out to start the half, that's definitely the momentum swing you would hope for from your defense. So now we're going to see what Winton and the offense can do, starting with the ball on Hinsdale's 48. He's going to fake the handoff here, looking to go deep. He's going to unload one here to Maylander, and he's wide open. Luke Maylander for a 48-yard touchdown reception. No one was near him, and he caught it with ease. This bringing the Dukes lead now to 30-3. They are clearly pulling away here as there's another tremendous deep ball thrown by Sean Winton.
Yeah, one of Sean Winton's favorite targets, Luke Maylander, makes another huge play on the offensive side of the ball. Seems like every time the Dukes need points this year, they love to go to Maylander. Just an outstanding job by him to create space. Great throw from Winton, easy touchdown, and the Dukes will extend their lead to 27.
Damian Glodz now. Kick this PAT. This one right through the uprights once again. So now our score is 31-3 with 9:09 left in the 3rd quarter. We're going to have to see what this Hinsdale Central offense has in store for their next drive, as this is really a do-or-die situation for them. And with this time in between for the kickoff, we're going to step away here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Football on York Sports Network. Damian Glodz now getting ready to kick this ball away after the 48-yard touchdown pass from Sean Winton to Luke Maylander, putting the score at 31-3. This is going to be a short sky kick received at the 25-yard line, maybe getting up to the 30. So now Riley Contreras is coming back out for another series after the interception. So we'll have to see here if Hinsdale Central's coach is looking for a more conservative approach, or because they're down by 28 now, if he's just going to unload it and keep going with the deep passes.
If I'm Central, I really need your O-line to step up. They have done a terrible job of blocking the Dukes' front defensive line tonight, struggling. We'll see if they have better protection here on this drive.
And here's Contreras looking to get this one out quickly. The offensive line collapse again, and Cole Ostendorf gets in for the sack this time. Contreras, like you just said, Christian, is not getting any help from this offensive line. And his receivers really haven't been much help either, not getting any separation early on so that he can get rid of those passes just for his check down routes.
Contreras really has to use those legs quite a bit, as we've seen all night. Like I've said many times, he has had no time to throw, using his legs a bit too much to the point where the Dukes are eventually going to catch him. He can't run forever. Just another great job by the Dukes defense and a poor job by the Central offensive line.
Second down and 21 yards to go. This is going to be a handoff to the tailback. He's not going to be able to get much, though. Maybe a gain of 3. That being number 16, Ryan Corcoran on the run.
That will make this a much longer and harder 3rd and long. See if the Dukes can get another stop and capitalize and score some more points.
Contreras looking to pick up a crucial 3rd down, but it is a deep one, and once again, no help from his offensive line. He's just going to have to chuck this one up there. That's going to be intended for McKinnery again, but they will call that as a flag, that being on Donato Belize as a defensive pass interference. So Hinsdale Central is going to get bailed out here as they're going to place the ball at the spot of the foul. So they'll move from a 3rd and 20 at the 22-yard line up to the 50.
Yeah, nothing much you can really do if you're Central, but throw that ball up. Once again, Contreras runs out of time and has to just heave one up. Worked out to favor the Red Devils here, but in most situations that would not work, especially against this Dukes defense.
Sorry, everybody, that was the NFL rulings where that's placed at the spot of the foul. It's a 15-yard penalty here in high school. Still be a 3rd down, but now a 3rd down and 4. Contreras is going to keep this one, spinning out of a sack, throwing this one, and that being completed to his open receiver for a 1st down. That one caught right there by Carter Contreras. He's been Riley Contreras' favorite target all night tonight as they pick up another 3rd down on a key connection.
Wow, what an impressive move from Contreras to shake 2 defenders off. Nice little spin move. Fires it out to his favorite target of the night, the other Contreras. Really made something out of nothing there, and it'll give Central a fresh set of downs.
After picking up the 1st down, here's Contreras. He's going to hand this one off to his tailback once again, but he's not going anywhere, but there's going to be a pitch. The running back pitched it back to Contreras. That did not help them whatsoever as he was tackled in the same exact spot as the running back would have originally been tackled at. But that's just great defensive pressure once again. They try to mix it up with a run play, see if the offensive line could do anything there, but Jack Troutman once again getting inside to make a great defensive play.
Yeah, Troutman's really had a huge impact on this game. That's another tackle for loss. What you saw there was a little bit of trickery. I'm not sure that was the game plan, but you not see that very much in a football game, and just great job of the Dukes defense to react perfectly to that situation.
After the loss of 1, Contreras is going to roll out to his right. He's going to make a great throw there to Contreras. Contreras makes a great move on the ball. He's tackled by Nick Delanis up near the 1st down marker at the 46-yard line. They are going to give him the 1st down, so that's going to move the chains. Carter Contreras, huge game from him here tonight. He's looked phenomenal, and he's probably been the best wide receiver we've seen for Hinsdale tonight when Riley Contreras is able to get the pass off. Contreras going to throw a quick screen pass out to his receiver. that one sniffed out by the Dukes right there as Aiden Link makes another tackle there with help from Joey Massieri and Donato Belize, so just a gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, great play call by the offensive coordinator of Central. Just the only way a screen pass can work is if you get blockers up on that side that the receiver's running through, and there was just no blockers there. But they will take the short yards, and it'll be a 2nd and 6.
Contreras on 2nd and 7. There's going to be a handoff here. And once again, a gain of 3. So making it a 3rd down and short. Or no, Hinsdale Central is going to get the 1st down as the referees decide he barely broke the plane right there for the 1st down. And Hinsdale Central starting to put together a good drive here with 4:25 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Central's starting to move the ball a little bit down the field. Kind of peaking at the wrong time, though, as they are down by 28 points. This is not the time to be moving the ball against the Dukes defense, but showing a lot of signs of improvement since that 1st half.
And here's a snap. Contreras looking to get this one away. He's got plenty of time. Great block there from the running back. He's going to throw this one out on the run, just out of the reach there of Carter Contreras as that goes out of bounds. But that's that offensive line that Hinsdale Central's been waiting for all night. He had plenty of time to throw, but this time the receivers just couldn't get any separation.
Yeah, the offensive line did an amazing job there of holding this outstanding Dukes defensive line. Just couldn't make a play as the receivers couldn't create much separation.
Now on a 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass to Carter Contreras. Contreras will take the snap. He's looking to air this one out. Getting pressure from Massieri. And now Ossendorf's right on his tail, and that's a fumble. Ball comes out. Cole Ossendorf strips it, but Riley Contreras gets up and he's able to fall on it. But Cole Ossendorf with the strip sack right there, and that's going to push this Hinsdale Central offense all the way back to the 49-yard line. So now that will bring up a 3rd down and 24.
Like I mentioned earlier, Cole Ossendorf, a huge weapon for this Dukes defense, did a great job of getting to the quarterback and then stripping the ball out of Contreras' hands, making this a much tougher 3rd and long. It'll be a 3rd and 24. It's very tough for the Red Devils to convert here. We'll see if the Dukes can get the ball back and put some more points on the board.
Contreras is going to have to make some magic happen here on this 3rd and 24. Pressure's coming at him, but there is a good pass there. Broken up, though, by number 41, Aiden Link once again. That pass was intended for Carter Contreras again.
Aiden Link really having himself a night tonight. He's got quite a few pass breakups. Link hasn't played that much, but really taking advantage of this opportunity he's had in this game. He's kind of been the man of the night for this Duke secondary.
And not the first time we've seen the Hinsdale Central punting unit out on the field tonight. They're looking to kick this one back to the Dukes as Chris Danko's back there to return it. That's a high kick, fair catch called for as Danko catches it at the 28-yard line. So that's where the Dukes will go start this next drive. 2:40 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Dukes lead 31-3 in dominating fashion. This passing attack has really been working for the Dukes since the 2nd quarter. They were really run heavy in the first with Melian, and he has 150 yards and 2 touchdowns here tonight. But they've kind of shied away from the running game ever since the 2nd quarter. And here's the run. They get it to Melian. Melian running up the middle. He breaks 2 tackles. Jake Melian's got 1 man to beat. Contreras can't catch him. And Jake Melian breaks off another huge touchdown run with a 63-yard rush. And Melian has his 3rd touchdown of the night, getting up above the 200-yard rushing mark and bringing this Dukes lead to 37-3 before the PAT. And Hinsdale Central's offense is going to have to come back out without even catching their breath, trying to make something happen, as Damian Glotz will come out to attempt another extra point here tonight. Glotz puts this one straight through the uprights. 38-3 now the score.
Yeah, going back to that huge play by Jake Melian, that wasn't just all Jake Melian, although it's a great run. Fantastic play call by Coach Fitz to bring out the 2 tight end set. Great job by Fitz and Helm to make that huge block, and Jake Melian is up to averaging 23 yards a carry on the night. And we're going to step away. You're watching York Sports Network.
Another short kickoff here from Glotz, being able to be returned up to the 27-yard line. This Duke special teams has done a great job minimizing those kick returns from Hinsdale Central today and really putting their defense in a much better spot. And 1st and 10 now from Hinsdale Central's own 28-yard line.
Yeah, the stands at Central, the student section is practically gone, and this is not what you're looking for as your homecoming game if you're Hinsdale Central. Now, just playing for pride, we'll see if this Central offense will be able to put some more points on the board.
Here's a pass from Contreras. He had his man open, but just barely overthrown. Guarded by Belize. Belize would not have been able to make a play if that throw was on target, but that was just overthrown there from Riley Contreras.
To me, that was Contreras' best throw of the night. It was a little bit overthrown, but had his receivers. Receivers slowed down for some reason. That ball was in the air for quite a bit of time, but practically a perfect throw if the receiver did not slow down. If you're Central here, I think you're looking to give your quarterback some time and let him make plays just to move that ball down if you want to put some points on the board.
Contreras with a handoff. Going nowhere is Marissi again. He's had a rough night rushing the football, but it has definitely not been all his fault, as we have brought up the offensive line multiple times tonight. And as you can see on your screen right now, that is what an empty Hinsdale Central homecoming stands looks like. Just still in the 3rd quarter, not even near the not even in the 4th quarter yet.
Looks to be that Bruno Massel is warming up on the sideline. I'm sure we're going to see some action out of him in the 4th quarter and maybe late 3rd quarter. 3rd and long. See if Hinsdale can make a play.
Contreras takes it. Fakes the handoff. That ball being tipped. That ball hits the turf off the hands of multiple Dukes defenders. Trying to keep it up was Eddie Sika, Jonathan Salza, and Aiden Link, but all 3 of them not able to come up with it. And once again, the Hinsdale Central punting team will have to come back out here. And if you are wondering about the running clock, that is because The Dukes are up by so much right now with IHSA rules. That leads us to a running clock from here on out as long as Hinsdale Central doesn't close in on this York Dukes lead. Punt is away, very high kick. Danko going to let that one bounce, and that bounce is going to be picked up there at the 34-yard line. So it looks to see that Bruno Massel and the second team offense is now going to get some reps here tonight during Hinsdale Central's homecoming game with 48.2 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Dukes lead by 5 touchdowns.
And here comes Bruno Massel and friends, so we will see some Bruno Massel action in the rest of this game. Along with Josiah out there on the left side at receiver. First appearance of the night for him.
Massel with the snap. He's going to fumble it, though, so he's going to have to pick it up and try and run with it. But he's not able to go anywhere as he is taken down in the backfield by number 2 of Hinsdale Central, Kellen Tran. Hard to tell right there whether it was a bad snap or just Massel couldn't hold on to it. And with that, after that play, the Dukes decide to let that clock run all the way down, and that will end our third quarter. So now with the score at 38-3 with the Dukes ahead of the Red Devils, we have 1 quarter left to play here in Hinsdale. Don't go anywhere. You've been watching York Dukes varsity football on York Sports Network. Now back to some fourth quarter action here. Just 12 minutes left to go here in this York Dukes varsity game as Massel's going to throw this one out on the run. Caught by Jack Birnbaum, who gets up to the 43-yard line. His first reception of the night. He's able to pick up about 11 yards on the play, making it roughly a second down and about 3 to go.
Yeah, Massel and Birnbaum, a great duo last year on the Dukes sophomore team. Me and TJ both had the opportunity to announce those games. We saw a lot of that connection last year. Maybe you'll see some of it right here for this the rest of this one.
Birnbaum motioning over to the left side of the field. Massel now giving out instructions to his offensive line. Massel takes a snap. He's going to keep this one himself. He's going to explode up the middle, and he's able to pick up the first down for the Dukes. Big third down conversion there from Bruno Massel on the QB keeper.
Yeah, Massel is such a threat during the run game. He has 3 rushing touchdowns this year. I'd compare him a lot to more of like a J.J. McCarthy. McCarthy has a fantastic arm just like Massel, but much more of a threat in the run game. McCarthy actually played for Nazareth, the team that we played opening night at Clarence D. East Field. Blew him out, but Nazareth did win state last year. So that was a good win for the Dukes.
Massel takes it after with the new set of downs. And here he goes. He's tripped up, though, right around the 46-yard line. number 17 on the tackle for Hinsdale Central, William Rediger. Second down and 5 to go. Mass on the shotgun, sends Birnbaum in motion. He's going to fumble the snap once again, and that one looks to be picked up by Hinsdale Central. That being number 30, Daniel Sherman jumping on top of that one. That's the second time we've seen a miscommunication on the snap between Massel and Pulaski. And this one's going to lead into a turnover for the Dukes. So Hinsdale Central will come back out here on offense. 38-3 our score, 9:44 left to go in the fourth quarter. And we're going to have to see here what Riley Contreras can do. Down 35.
One thing I've noticed is Contreras has not been getting the ball to his best receiver, Kellen McKinnery. Contreras has looked to be the best receiver tonight, but one of the reasons that Central cannot move the ball is definitely because of that.
Handoff here to the running back. And Morrissey makes a great run right there, breaking through 3 tackles. He's able to gain about 3 yards at being brought down by Jimmy Connors, but there seems to be an injured Red Devil on the field. So with that injury timeout, we're going to step away here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Football here on York Sports Network. Cunningham after this injury timeout. He's going to get this one quickly out to his receiver, who is able to pick up a first down. Great reception right there from Lesnowitz.
Yeah, most of the Duke starters still out there on defense. One guy that hasn't played much tonight, Seamus Wicklow, is in. He had a guy wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, almost made the tackle earlier. Let's see what he can do tonight. Clock does continue to still run due to the IHSA rule.
Contreras looking to run himself this time, but he's going to be brought down by Charles Freed in the backfield. There was a flag thrown. That flag going to be on the offense. So that's going to push them back after that first down play, making it a much harder first down to pick up.
First and 20. Looks like they're going to take Contreras out and throw on the back up. Snap. Keeper up the middle. He's taken down right away by number 34. That'll be Jimmy Connors, his first tackle of the night. And in there at quarterback is number 29. That is gonna be 29. That will be Mason Brady. He usually plays defensive back, but he is in at quarterback right now. New tailback in as well.
And here's the handoff. Good run up there, tackled by Charles Freed and Eddie Sika. Able to pick up about 9 yards on the play, but it will be a 3rd down and 13 here after the good run.
Yeah, fantastic run, but still much more to go. See if Central can move the chains and give himself another chance to put some points on the board.
Brady now in at quarterback. He's going to take this one, looking to pass. He's going to launch this one deep for his receiver, and he's going to have it. Tackled down by number 55, Joe Myers, but there was a flag thrown down, most likely an offensive pass interference call, so it will probably come back unless they pick it up.
Yeah, Contreras pushed off quite a bit there. I believe that should be offensive pass interference, but the ref's looking to discuss, and yep, they're going to call it. But they're going to call it on the Dukes, not Contreras. There must have been a lot of contact both ways, which led Contreras to have the ability to push off a little more. And that'll give Central 1st down.
That's a great throw by Mason Brady on that. That's probably the most time either one of these quarterbacks has had in the pocket, and with that time, he was able to make a good throw downfield, very accurate, getting it to his number 1 receiver here tonight in Carter Contreras. And just a side note, that Mason Brady on the roster is only listed as a defensive back, so there is a defensive back playing quarterback right now for Hinsdale Central. As he rolls out to the right, he's going to fire this one for the corner of the end zone, and he was tackled by Georges. Ball did not touch his receiver's hands. In fact, ball was nowhere near the receivers, but because Georges tackled him before the ball got to him, that's going to be a pass interference on the defense. That's going to put about half the distance to the goal here for Hinsdale Central and make it a much easier 1st down for them right here.
Yeah, that's the Duke's 2nd pass interference on this drive. Another miscommunication. It looks like Central will be able to put some more points on the board, field goal or not. Looks like they're in good position to put some more board and make this game a little closer than it was just a few seconds ago. Brady takes the snap. And it looks like it's either going to be a false start or offsides. It's going to be a false start against Central. They'll move back 5 yards, and they'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Central just jumped a little early, miscommunication on the offense, and now moving back 5 yards.
Brady on 1st and 12. This time going to be a handoff, but picked up right there from the York Dukes defensive line, able to get a gain of 2, bringing up a 2nd down and 10. 6 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter.
If you're the Dukes here, it'd really be cool to see some of those backup players get a stand here and not allow them to score a touchdown and force them to a field goal. Would be a little bit of a win for some of the backups on the Dukes defense. Cool to see that happen.
Brady on 2nd down, looking to pass this one. Has to get it out quickly. That one thrown up and caught. Hinsdale Central getting on the board with their 1st touchdown of the night. Caught by number 6, Jack Lesnowicz. That being his 2nd catch of this drive, and that's a touchdown for Hinsdale Central. So they do get a touchdown here tonight on homecoming. Unfortunately, none of their fans are here to see it as they all left about a quarter and a half ago. Extra point is good, and now this score turns to 38-10 now with a 28-point lead. And before we get back to this action here in the fourth quarter, we're going to step away. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Football on York Sports Network. And here's the kickoff after the Hinsdale Central touchdown. This ball being returned by Eddie Sika as he's just going to sit down right at the 16-yard line. 38-10 with 5:25 left to go in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Eddie Sika having a lot of action tonight, both on both sides of the ball, returning and on defense. He's made quite a few big plays. Some tackles for loss, a few pass deflections. I mean, he can do it all. And it looks like Massel and friends will return onto the field for the Dukes.
Massel and the second team now out there. This is going to be a handoff to the running back, that being Fennel. Fennel able to pick up 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, Adam Fennel actually had a huge game last week on the special teams side of the ball. Made a bunch of great tackles. I believe he actually made 4. And it's just a great role player for this Dukes team. He's willing to do whatever he can get in for. If you want him to play defense, he'll play defense. If you want to play running back, he'll play running back. And he's also a great hustle player to have on this Duke squad.
There was an injured player out on the field, so with this injury timeout, we're going to step away here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Dukes Varsity Football here on York Sports Network.
Yeah, that'll be Finton Helm, a little shaken up after that play. Getting help to the bench.
This Mass is going to hand this one back off to Fennel on second down. Able to pick up some decent yards on that play, bringing up a 3rd down and 2. We can only hope here that Finton Helm is okay, like we do with all injured players, as we've had quite a few here tonight.
Yeah, it seems to be that left ankle. He can't put it on the down, so he can't put it down in the field, so hopefully he is all right.
As Mass is going to keep this 3rd down run, he's going to make a man miss. Great juke move there from him. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. So with the clock continuously running here, I can only imagine that the Dukes can run out the rest of this 4-minute clock.
Yeah, Bruno Massel reminds me a lot of the quarterback for the Dukes last year, Matt Vezza, who could both throw and run the ball, but was definitely more of a threat while running. Just a great job, very athletic, as he made a perfect juke move on that defender and is able to move the chains for this Duke squad.
Massel with a fresh set of downs. He's going to drain this play clock down as much as he can. Now we're going to take it. He's going to hand this ball off to Fennell. Fennell pushing his way up to about the 34-yard line for about a gain of 5 on the play. Massel on the 2nd and 7, going right back to Adam Fennell on the run. Another couple of yards there from Fennell. He's a good running back to have on York, as you can always count on him to have about 2 to 4 yards every single carry. He really puts his head down and just tries to run over everybody, and he does a great job at that. So with this 3rd down and 3, we'll see what Coach Fitz decides to do here. Last time was a keeper by Massel when he picked that one up. This time it's going to be the same thing, but it's going to be a pass to Jack Lawton. Lawton able to catch it. He's trying to stay on his feet to fight for it, but instead he's going to be marked down short of the marker, able to pick up 1 yard. We'll see here if Fitz decides to keep his offense out there, and it looks like he does, as Massel doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Massel on 4th down and 3. They're going to go for us, it looks like. Massel has Fennell in the backfield. But here comes the timeout now by the York Dukes with 1:09 left to go in the 4th quarter. So we'll see if Coach Fitzgerald decides to keep his offense out there, or with that timeout, he's looking to get his field goal unit or punting team to come out and kick this ball back over to the Hinsdale Central side.
Yeah, one of the close games tonight in high school football. Number 16 ranked Batavia is taking down number 14 ranked Wheaton North, 16-14 right now. Close game. It's almost it's a top 20 matchup, so obviously a big game for both teams, but Batavia is rolling right now.
And Massel's going to keep this on 4th down. He's going to run it, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to get that 1st down. So he's going to keep the clock running, as Bruno Massel does a great job to pick up the 1st on 4th down with 3 yards to go. Clock now under a minute. We'll stop here for the new set of downs, but then it will continue to roll here. Massel's going to be under center for this one. And he's just going to take a knee here, so that should do it here in Hinsdale as the York Dukes come out here going away into a hostile environment with a tough team to play in Hinsdale Central at their homecoming. So big crowd here for Central, but they took care of business got out to a huge lead early and never looked back. They ended up winning this one. 38-10 was our final score. Christian, anything that really stood out to you today that led to this huge win over a conference opponent for the York Dukes today?
We'll start off with the Hinsdale Central Red Devils. They really just had a hard time with their offensive line all game, not giving their quarterback any time to make plays, which is a huge issue in football. No quarterback, no offense will be ran. And then with Bruno Massel and Sean Witten, both did an amazing job at the quarterback position. Sean Witten had plenty of time to throw the ball as the Dukes offensive line was fantastic, as long with the receivers. One thing to note, though, hopefully Finton Helm is all right. As we saw, he was a little shaken up. So we'll see about him next week. Yeah, and overall, just a great game from the Dukes. They came out with the win in a hostile environment in a rivalry game, and just an impressive showing from both sides of the ball.
And next week, the York Dukes will travel to Downers Grove North for their homecoming game in a top 10 matchup. Once again, another rivalry conference game, so that will be a big one. And we are going to sign it off here from Hinsdale. I have been TJ Silkaitis, and alongside me tonight has been Christian McQuade. We'd also like to have a shout-out to the rest of our crew with us tonight. Ryan Brownlie, Henry Borchers, Gabe Arriaga, Luca DeSanto, Connor Choi, Ryan Bird, and Ryan Wells. Thank you guys all for watching, and go Dukes.